Okay?
Hey, Fido! Nice Kiss shirt! And we're Strutter, and we chew them up and we spit them out.
Hi-ho, everybody.
Hi.
Look at that. Powie's got something to say.
No, I don't.
That's all right.
What's your problem?
Because I do.
What the hell are you looking at?
I'm looking at you, America. Welcome to episode 55 of
Hey, man. Nice Kiss shirt. And I'm sporting something from the End of the Toad tour.
Yeah, one last kiss.
Un last Kunderkiss.
And I...
As the iron-on from Kmart.
We're going to get into why I'm wearing this a little bit later, but it's just your average nice charcoal gray, alive.
It's just a little early.
Alive for 55. What do you think about that? Isn't that a little coinky-dink? I'm a poet and don't even know it. Want to see my Longfellow?
Hell yeah.
I don't think you do.
I think he's going to show you, JR.
I think he's going to show you, JR. Well, you know, there's certain gags that we manage to hit every time.
Absolutely.
I don't think we could do a podcast like this if not for Cheech and Chong. It wouldn't be the same. Nothing would be the same.
Recognize the principal witness. Sit down.
Bailiff, whack his PP.
Honorable Gladys P. Dax presiding.
Oh, boy.
What did
Enough of this.
he say? Recognize the principal witness. Fish fillet. Sit down.
Oh, enough of this falderall.
All right.
All right, let's do
No
this.
more falderall then. This
No
is a
more
book called
falderall.
Rock and Roll All Night.
And journal every day.
It's a year-long guide.
Celebrating the fun of
being a Kiss fan.
Yep, that's why we're here. Hey, want to give a big shout out right off the top, not only to Mr. Rick Howard, it's all for you, Demon.
Ah!
Hey, if you're not following that guy, you need to.
Start
you need
following
to check out the ever-evolving new adventures of the Wax Night Basement. It's looking great. Have you seen any? You don't have Instagram, so you probably haven't seen.
Nope.
But I'll throw a pic up here somewhere. Show you guys how It's All For You Demon is rolling into 2026. The basement is looking great, Rick. We love it. Also want to give a big shout out to the boys over at Rip and Destroy podcast.
Mike and TJ.
Yes.
They're pretty funny.
They're hilarious. Their new episode, I think, what is it, episode 19? They just dropped an episode about our boy Vinnie Vincent.
Yep. Vinny.
Yeah, we could go into it. There's been a lot of Vinny developments, but
they actually said that they were ready to record a different topic until Vinny popped off with this stuff about if I don't sell 1,000 of these, you're not getting your money back, and I'm not releasing it.
That's right. It's
just like, whoa.
We've seen this movie before with Mr. Cusano, and we really do wish him the best. The best cognitive behavioral therapy that money can buy. It would be great. Vinny's still got it in him to do what he needs to do. He's still a little misguided as to the profit scheme of the 21st century.
What if we did that? What if we said, we're going to release an album, but we're only going to do it a single at a time for $225 a piece?
That'd be the easiest way to not have to do anything. Because, honestly, and again, going back to the shout out, if we want to get into the meat and potatoes of the problems Vinny has, Mike and TJ actually did the math.
They did.
On what this thing is going to cost the consumer.
$3,800.
So, yeah, get over there to Rip and Destroy podcast and check those guys out. We'll put our heads together and get some kind of collab going with those guys as suggested. I think it'd be great.
Man.
We all need to be doing more of that in 2026. Hey, other news. So up here, I finally got it. I'm probably the last guy to get the new Peter Criss album. I only got halfway through it.
Halfway?
I just played Powie.
Side
one, and that was only the second time I've heard side one.
Flipping starts out really good.
I'm looking forward to side two. So far, I'm digging what I'm hearing.
I don't mind it. It's
Peter's-
not something. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Put it that way.
Yeah,
Hell of a lot better than I
It's
thought.
better than Peter's most recent offering for sure. And gosh, even that. When was that? Like 20 years ago?
I think so.
I mean, welcome back, Cat Man. You're on the right track.
Brought it back.
I mean, that's the best rock album from an 80-year-old I've heard so far this century. So yeah, give it up for the Catman. Shake it one time for Petey. Let's jump right into the book here. Episode 55 begins with November 26th. Should Kiss Alive 3 have been released during Dynasty Tour to include solo album material?
In my opinion, if they would have done that, it would have had to have been like in 1979 while Kiss was still Super Kiss, because if they would have waited, I think it would have fallen on mostly deaf ears. I don't think it would have done very well unmasked. Dynasty. Maybe they should have done that instead of unmasked. Maybe an Alive 3 would have been a better album for them at that time. Maybe. But I can't be too... because Alive 2 had just come out, 78. And we were still sucking the fumes off of Alive 2 when Dynasty... it had been a while, because of the solo albums.
To be fair, that 2-year period wasn't even technically 2 full years, but from Alive 2 to Dynasty, it felt like everything felt like a longer time. Not just because we were kids, but literally, we talked about this last week about how much more slowly time moved in the 70s. Absolutely. Just because we didn't have a 24-hour news cycle, we didn't have the internet. But my take on that is yes, the timeline should have been moved up, and I think they should have released, rather than a document, Alive 3 after Dynasty, I think they should have waited until after The Elder and kept it basically, because it had been, 3 albums live, right. 3 albums live, and I think by doing that, after Dynasty, Unmasked, The Elder, and then doing it, because there wasn't a whole lot. There was some Italian appearances. There was no real tour after Dynasty, or after The Elder. And that would have been
after Unmasked. There wasn't a tour,
right? There were shows, and there was European, there was Australian, but for us fans in the U.S., I think that to let those 3 albums go by and then do another sort of signpost, bookmark, what have you, live document of that era. That would just wrap it up in a nice little bow, and then after that, like every 3 albums. So then, Creatures, Lick It Up, and Animalize. Then you do Alive 4. Then you got Asylum, Crazy Nights, Hot in the Shade. You do Alive 5. Then you do Revenge, Carnival of Souls, Psycho Circus, Alive 6. And then Alive 6, of course, comes with the DVD. And shows off all that, all that 3D technology that they used on the Psycho Circus tour.
That would have been great.
And then finally,
because it didn't work at Dodger Stadium.
Well, and it worked. It worked, as best as they could in Detroit, in Auburn Hills, whatever. But so then Psycho Circus, then a live album, and then after Sonic Boom and Monster, if I'd had my druthers, there would have been another album after Monster, another, sort of the way we always tease, like a return to form, a harder edged Kiss,
it's as good as Destroyer.
Not that
it's the best we've done since Destroyer.
Yeah. How many times have we heard that? But I think just because I like more Kiss, then give us a third album in that cycle after Monster, and then Alive 7. You know what I mean? Can you imagine like having? I mean, I'll take 7 Alive.
Well, I mean, you would. You'll take them. I won't. I probably wouldn't. I don't know. On account of my affair with the band.
You're a little more finicky.
Ended in 83-ish.
Yeah. But I mean, taking it back to that proposed Alive 4, to have Creatures lick it up and Animalize kind of immortalized live would be cool. I mean, okay, so you got, Animalized live uncensored, but that's very much a moment in time. That's the Animalized tour. But I think, if they had been able to like pick and choose through various live shows, you could equally represent all 3 of the albums in that cycle. That's the way I'd like to see it. Okay. Moving on to November 27th, it was, of course, Thanksgiving. What album in the Kiss catalog are you most thankful for, and why? What makes this album stand out more than any other?
Well, I was going to say the first album, because without that, there wouldn't have been no, getting started. But then I had to think about it, and it's Alive. It's Kiss Alive. I had heard stuff off the first album, but I was still too little. And I don't think I'd even seen what they looked like at that point. But when my friend Adam Roberts played Kiss Alive, and I saw them, and I heard them, I saw all the pictures and in the book and the record and everything else, I was just like, what in the heck is this? And I knew like Firehouse kind of from the studio version, but I didn't. But hearing it on Alive, the guitar sounded way better on Alive than it did on the first album. And just that album did it. That plunged me into Kiss fandom for these many years.
That's why I'm wearing the shirt.
You told you.
I was like, well,
I told you.
When I was selecting shirts, I thought, were there any milestone anniversaries in this week's episode? And no, but with regard to the Thanksgiving question and thankfulness, and it was Christmas, it wasn't Thanksgiving, when I got Alive, and that just sewed everything up. You know what I mean? That kicked off the roller coaster. So I'm extremely, it's the one, if I had to take one Kiss album to a desert island, like Alive is probably the one I can't live without, And now that the box set's out, I'd probably be like, oh, Swami, let me take the box set. Don't ask me why there's a man named Swami condemning me to an island. But
one of the guys who was in Rocket from the Crypt is named Swami.
Oh, it wasn't him. I didn't do nothing. Nobody saw me. You can't prove anything. Moving on to November 28th. Have you ever paid to meet Kiss? Was it worth it? Describe that day below.
I have not. And in fact, Mr. Fraley gave me $5 for bringing him his garbage can. So
Ace paid you to meet him.
Paid me to meet him.
I can't say that. That's a pretty good distinction. I wrote in the book, pardon my French, fuck no. I've never paid to meet Kiss. There's a couple people I haven't met, though. Unfortunately, I shall not meet Mark St. John, but I'm still holding out hope to meet Gene. And I also wrote in the book, I might just have to pay to meet Gene. It's the way we're rolling these days.
Got 12 G's?
I don't think that I'm going to just bump into him at an airport or whatever, and since they're not doing shows anymore, I'm not going to be hanging around outside Wendler Arena and fucking bumping into Gene. So, I feel like he's going to be somewhere or is either we just missed it or it's real soon. He's doing some appearance somewhere. I don't know. I don't know if I'll venture past the tri-state area to see it. Maybe if the Gene Simmons band plays, I definitely want to see the band. I definitely want to see Gene do a show. And if, I'm always like, I'm flabbergasted if they don't book in Michigan, but, I mean, I'll do some traveling, and so in effect, I probably will pay to meet the Demon, but just generally speaking.
And in fact, they bought me dinner.
Yeah, you come out ahead on both of those counts. I was just lucky enough to meet them for free over the years. November 29th asks, pick any Kiss song and rewrite all the lyrics, but keep the same chorus. So, I keep hearing about this Mr. Speed.
God dang it. This really sucks, and it doesn't make any sense. So
is it AI's fault that it doesn't make sense?
Nope, it's all my dumb head.
Hey, all right. Okay. I applaud this effort.
I feel numbness. It's looking like I shit my pantses. Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna get some go fast dances. I'm so stoned, and baby, don't you know I'm so high, 'cause I got enough gravy to keep my fucking brain all fried. Yeah. Well, I got the kind of drugs that you need. The kind of drugs that I'm so fast. That's why the ladies call me Mr. Speed.
So you did have to modify the chorus.
Right.
Very
so
good.
Is that it?
See, that's it. I don't see a problem with that. I don't see a problem.
Do I got to do the second verse? Or are we done?
You want to do it?
You try cheesing, but getting all that speed can't take it. Oh, I can't make it. I'm still wheezing. If you hook me up, I'll probably take it. Yeah. And that's it. Then it goes back to, I'm so stoned. I fucked it up. Yeah, it just goes back to that part, I guess. All right.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of methamphetamine reference.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was trying to make it sound like a fucking speed.
Mr. Speed.
Mr. Speed.
Yeah, it's not a leap.
Which I've never done before.
Never
done methamphetamine. Don't know what it. I mean,
I don't even know how to spell it. I was gonna try to improve on "Read My Body," and then I thought, it'd probably be easier if they always say write what you know. And that's what
That's what I wrote about drugs.
And I know about I can relate to touring in a band. And I thought, hey, Rockin' in the USA is kind of Gene's, travelogue of, look at it's the place song. It's a place song.
Sure.
It's like I've been everywhere.
Yeah.
Gene name checks a few places, and I didn't realize until after I got going on this that I picked a good one, because there's only 2 little verses in it, and it's all choruses. That song isn't even 3 minutes long. I don't think it's even 3 minutes long, and it's a lot of chorus. So we're touring in a Randy Dodge Sprinter. We nicknamed her Mega Nuts. No parking spots close to the venue. Our sound check just got cut. And where are the sluts? In Iowa, I got my chance. But don't you call it romance. The road to Austin was hell, but we knew it well. Lots of stories to tell. Well, getting drunk in cheap motels. Canada was really neat. New York had lots to eat. Nashville was great. Best pancakes in the state. Eaten in the USA. And then that's it. And then the rest is all chorus.
Very good.
So I got to give a shout out to, just to clarify, Pancake Pantry. And for any of you touring bands, man, I hope they're still there. Man, they got the best pancakes. Not just in the state of Tennessee. I will venture to say the best pancakes in America.
Wow.
Their buckwheat and peach compote pancakes, man. When we played the basement in Nashville, which was probably 2007. So I mean that's close to 20 years ago, and I can still taste those pancakes on my tongue, baby. And I might even throw up a little a great little tour anecdote. My guitarist talking about the time he got locked in the back of Mega Nuts. It's a fun little story if you're into the minutia of a touring band, going from town to town making tens of dollars. All right, November 30th asks, what's your favorite Kiss stage played instrument? What era was this instrument used, and why does this instrument stand out above the rest?
Man, I don't know why, and I saw one. And I should have took a picture of it. I mean, I should have, but my phone was dead. But that Washburn that Paul plays on the Psycho Circus / Farewell.
The black one?
Either the black or the walnut colored one. The one, not walnut, but the sunburst. Because he did have like a brownish one.
Oh,
but that Washburn,
yeah.
that Washburn that he had.
Is that one with like the silver tailpiece?
Yeah.
The star in it.
It looks kind of like a freaked out version of the PS10.
Yeah,
like a different.
It's a little
wonky PS10.
Yep.
That's for some reason I like those, and a star on the bridge of the tailpiece. I dig it. For some reason I dig those guitars. That's just me.
That's
I
enough.
don't know. I mean, don't know what it sounds like exactly. He moved on to something that was a little closer to that, like a little later,
like some Firebird action.
Yeah, like a Washburn that was a Firebird, but it had the star tailpiece and all that shit.
Yeah,
I like. For some reason, it's just that Washburn gets me first.
Did you see that Gibson? There's like a Gibson guitar channel that does I think they did the interview at the Kiss warehouse
where Paul was like breaking out all those 59s that he had, all those 59 Les Pauls,
Carina Flying V and all that. Yeah. So mine, and I'll throw a picture up. I say tomato, he says tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. Charlie LeBeau,
LeBeau in the book he says.
Oh, the audio book.
A guy named Charlie LeBeau.
So could be.
Oh yeah. Okay. What? Yeah. Are you talking about the bass?
Yes.
Yeah. Jeans. Oh my god.
And okay, dude. So I mean, he had this bass from like. I mean, and I'll throw up a couple of pics as we're talking about this.
I didn't even think about it, but I was watching that Cold Gin Kiss tribute in San Diego with Thayer, and that dude had one, like a LeBeau.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
And I wonder, do you think it was like a real one or just something? Because Spiro had one when I saw Alive.
Did he?
And and I was like, well, like, is this like a custom? I talked to him real briefly, but it was so brief that it was just like, wow, man, you really do look like Jay. So
right.
All I could talk about was like how good the band was because of how good he was.
Like, I don't know. I know Jamie St. James played drums, and it didn't look like he wore a wig. It looked like looked like he dyed his hair. So Jamie St. James, let us know. Did you dye your hair or did you wear a wig? Because we know you're listening. Hi, Tommy.
Yeah.
We know you're both listening.
We love Bombshell, guys.
We love Bombshell. It's
like
great.
And subscribe. But no, so he had the LeBeau from like 73 to 77, and there's the pictures I'm going to throw up I'll get from Axology.com, and they do an exhaustive rundown of the evolution of that bass. Absolutely. And I kind of went over it when I was formulating my answer. And evidently, like, the prime era for the bass that I love is from November 75 to January 76. After he refinished it from walnut to black, and before he put studs.
That's what I was going to ask. Before the studs.
Yeah, before the studs.
Okay.
I mean,
it is cool.
I kind of like that early, and I think, I mean, I didn't realize that was such a short window from when he did it black, and that binding, that cool way the binding goes,
I
like around the top of the body, and
I love it. Yeah,
I know, but it's fake.
The short. Oh,
that's
what?
not real. That was just painted. So. Okay, so all these things, yeah, go to xology.com
Wow.
if you're interested in all this geeky minutia. But it was such a short window from when it got painted. Like, there's actually a couple photos from Flint.
Oh, no.
From, like, some IMA shots of him playing it when it's in that perfect window from... Because that's only 2 months where it was black and didn't have the studs. But one of my favorite, that Gröna Lund gig in Sweden, where that Kiss, that 8mm films, Super 8 snippet, when they're just that crazy dreamlike, and there's that planner with the tulips and stuff. Like, the image of him, like, spitting blood with that Luh-BOH, whatever.
Luh-BOH, and
that's just, man, that's what I want. And as soon as I can afford the $600 for the aluminum neck, I'm having a short scale 8-string replica made of that bass, because it is just the tits. I love double cuts anyway. I love Hamer double cuts.
Yeah, that does.
I love Gibson Juniors with the double cut. There's just something sexy about that.
I like it too.
All right, moving on to December 1st. Hey, well, look at that. We may be a little behind schedule, but we're now entering the last month of...
Hey, man. Nice Kiss shirt.
Yeah. If Kiss had a winter album, which album would it be? Why is this the perfect winter album?
For me, it's Hotter Than Hell. Just because. I mean, they were freaking... hanging out in the pool, and so when they were recording it, so it was Los Angeles. They recorded
they were in
there.
LA.
So they're in LA, so you can go swimming in February, sometimes.
Do you have like a core childhood memory that makes it a winter album for you?
Not really. I mean, I could also say Destroyer, because I did get it in like late December, early January, so it's very winter-esque for me. Right.
I could say winter of 75. I had the Friends soundtrack, Elton John. I had Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. And I had my dad's singles. But, like, boy, when I got my hands on that Kiss album, just a lot. And then that's all I listened to for a long freaking time. And that first winter makes Alive a strong contender, but for me, it's double platinum. That was also probably, if not around Christmas, maybe it was Christmas. I'm not sure.
Hotter Than Hell, though, for me, it's all sludgy and trudgy, and it just conjures up images of trudging through the snow.
Yeah.
For me, maybe.
The irony of the title, too, is good.
Exactly.
Hotter Than Hell.
When it's colder than balls.
And, yeah. Colder than balls.
Maybe we should have rewrote that.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got some good holiday memories around double platinum. Plus, it's like silver.
Like tinsel.
I love a silver tree. I love a tree caked with tinsel. When I look at tinsel, I think of double platinum. December 2nd. Which Kiss interview should every fan watch, and why? Now, I think we're both going to have the same answer.
It's got to be Tom Snyder. Got to be.
The Tomorrow Show, yes.
Tomorrow Show.
That's it. I had a feeling we were going to both chime in on this
even one. Guys who I knew who didn't like Kiss saw that,
Yeah.
And were like it's Space Bat.
Yeah.
It's
good. It's good for people. It's engaging enough that people who aren't fans would enjoy it. But man, for those of us who are into Kiss and know all the behind the curtain stuff, it makes it even better. I mean, the fact that, like, how few interviews over the years did Paul and Gene not dominate. You know, it's so good to get that much Ace and Peter, you know, in an interview.
Absolutely, yes. Because you never really heard them speak, you know. There's a Canadian interview early on that I'm really into where their makeup's all smeared and stuff.
Was it just the one with Paul and Peter?
No, I think that was Alison Steele, where she did Paul and Peter, and she also did Gene and Ace. But this is all four of them, and it's right after, I guess, they got done, and they're talking about being sweaty, and they're like, yeah, we're all sweaty, and just, you know.
Oh, wait, the video one?
Yeah, if somebody pays $6, I want to give them that $6, you know. That kind of thing.
Yeah, Kiss, thanks for the $6 stage show.
Mm-hmm.
Much appreciated.
I like that.
Yeah, boy, they got a little extra than... Yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about, where like you don't see the interviewer's face. He's got his back to the camera, and they start their makeup's all sweated off
when they're talking about giving the fans their money's worth.
The guy's like, it smells like sweat and beer and yeah.
I like that one, but again, the best one has got to be the Tomorrow Show. Of course, everybody knows that.
It's so entertaining.
It's
so entertaining.
It is. It's just there's little nuggets and jewels that you find in there where Ace is like, I'm currently working on a German one, and he starts to do this, and Gene goes, don't do it. And he goes, I'm not doing anything. It's hilarious if you know. You know.
And there's also, and it's funny, and I'll take the opportunity to shout out Planet Kiss 96. Jake just posted a video just last night of his first foray into commenting on videos, and he wants to do it in a chronological order. So of course he starts with the Mike Douglas, which for me obviously is huge because that was my introduction to the fear and the magic and the mystique and the whole. Yeah, that was me getting a dose of Kiss before I even had any idea what the fuck Kiss was or could be.
Yeah,
and it was cool to see that sort of reflected in a younger fan's attitude toward the band. So good episode, Jake. I plan on commenting, but I'll give you a comment right now. Keep those episodes coming.
Keep them coming.
Yep, and we're gonna keep them coming starting next week because we are donezo for episode 55.
Oh, that was fast.
Yes, we like it. That's why they call me
Mr. Speed.
That's right.
All right. So, what's the rest of it?
Tell them what to do.
Put your two lips together and kiss that subscribe button. Hit the like button over there. And
this button right here. Yeah. Do that.
Play hard.
Play fair.
Nobody hurt.
Hey man.
Nice Kiss shirt.
It's the red color. Yeah.